Hi, can you hear me now?
There she is.
Oh, good.
There you go.
All right, good. It should be better now, hopefully. It was downloading the video from the recording from the last session, and I think that was bogging things down. Hopefully we're good to go now. Excuse me. So I was answering somebody's question about something and I lost that. Please be sure to type your name in the chat so we have a record of who's here and who's joined us in this session at this time. Please write your name in the chat. So I see we're still recording. I am going to screen share.
No. Hey, no.
Can you mute? Audio button. Ooh.
No, that's not what I want. Sorry, I misplaced my PD I was doing. I must have closed it by mistake. This is not it. Going to the same place twice doesn't help. I'm sorry for the delay. I am just getting oriented here. All right, so we'll do it from this slide. What we're going to be looking at today is how to upload your virtual classroom to a Google site. And I'm going to be walking you through doing it, creating your own new Google site. If you don't want to create a new Google site, you can do all of the same embedding in a site that you've already created. You don't have to make a new site to do this, but I'm going to pretend like we're making a new site just, and I'm going to actually go through the process of making a new site with you. Basically, I like to upload my virtual classrooms to a Google site because I can use the embedding code to put my Google Classroom into a site, and then it automatically updates anytime I make a change in my virtual classroom. So I could have different messages on different days, or a link to a new video each day, or a link to a different playlist each week, or whatever I want to do. I can make the changes, and I only have to send out to families the link to that website one time, or over and over again probably, but the same link every time. They don't have to download a new PDF each time I make a change. So, so I like to upload to a website so that my changes go live and quickly, and families only have to have that one website link to access the latest information all the time, and families don't have to download a PDF. Now, to upload to a Google site, there are a few different steps, and I'm going to walk you through all of these steps. First, we're going to create a Google site. Then you're going to name the site and the page, and you're going to delete the default site stuff that, just like we took out the blue text boxes in the Google slide, we're going to take out some boxes that automatically pop up into a new site. And then we're going to embed the code from our PowerPoint presentation, or our virtual classroom presentation that we started. We're going to grab the embed code from that and put it into the site. And then we're going to tweak it and modify it as we want to. And I have some coding changes we can do if you want to, for people who are interested in getting really hardcore about it. And then publish it to the web. And then I'll show you how to get the link to share it with everybody. So that's what we're going to be doing now. You're going to,
Laura,
yes.
I have a quick question. When you say you're creating a Google site, does that mean Google Classroom, which some of us already have?
No, it means just a website on the internet, and you can have that in your Google Classroom as a resource, or whatever, however you want to connect it to your Google Classroom.
Okay, so something totally different.
Yeah, it's just making a website.
Okay.
And Google is the app that makes
Go outside.
And you're gonna walk us through how to do that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the first challenge, as I discovered last time, the first challenge is getting it so that you can see this PowerPoint and work on your computer. For me, I go to the top of the screen, and when I'm not the presenter, when I'm not the host, and there's a thing that pops down that lets me change it so I'm not full screen, but I'm on a MacBook. Other people are on different things. In the last class the last training thing we just did a minute ago, some people found it was easier to watch me on their phones and have their laptop or their computer free for them to do the editing. Do whatever you need to do so that you can get to your Chrome tabs on your computer at the same time as I can talk to you and you can see the PowerPoint, please.
Okay.
All right. So the first step we're going to do is creating a new Google site. And again, if you already have a class website you created, you may not want to do this step. If you want to learn how, if you're not familiar or you forget and you just want to do it, you can always make a site and delete it later. So to create a Google site, I would be in my email, go to the little 4 boxes up the top, I mean, what am I saying? 9 boxes up the top and click on that. A little box will pop up with some Google options. Sometimes sites is one of those options, and that makes it the easiest way to get to sites. Sometimes sites is not one of those options, which is a real pain in the butt, and it's very hard. You can click on more and still not find it, I find. So if you have sites in your little pop down, when you click on the 9 square, you can click on that box to create a new site. If you do not have sites in that pop down, I recommend just opening a new tab up at the top of your computer screen and the top of Chrome. Click the little plus to make a new tab and search sites.google.com, and you'll get to a window where you can make a blank site. You'll click on create, and it might ask you if you want it in classic or new. We're doing new slides, new sites today. I think it's asking less and less because the classic is getting so old now that everything's starting to happen in new now.
It says click the plus sign.
Yep, right. If you don't see sites in your 9 square drop down menu,
Yeah.
just open a new tab. That's what I mean when I say click the plus sign. Open a new tab on your Chrome.
Okay.
And once you've opened a new tab, you can search sites.google.com to get to where you can create a new site.
Right.
And you're going to go ahead and create a new site. If you're in that window at sites.google.com, there'll be a whole bunch of different templates, and then there'll be a site with just a plus sign in it, and I think it's like blank.
Blank, yeah.
Like click on that
Okay.
plus sign to make a new site.
Okay, got it.
All right. Anybody need more
Okay.
time with this?
Laura, I just got in.
Okay, so what I would like you to do, Anna, is to open a new tab up at the top of your Chrome browser.
Okay.
And in the URL in the search bar, please type sites, sites.google.com.
Okay.
And then is there a, when you go
Which-
into the sites website, is there a number of templates and then one site that's just a black plus on white and it says open a new, make a new site, a blank site?
Wow.
I don't know why I couldn't get. What did you say it was? Sites.google?
Sites.google.com. If you open a new tab and you type sites.google.com.
Okay.
You'll get to a window that looks like this, and you want to click on the plus for a blank site. Are you with me, Anna?
We're gonna skip the tour.
I'm getting there.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's all right.
The
I'll do
plus
it.
sign? I'm
Yeah, the
clicking on
plus sign where it says blank.
Okay, yep.
Then you're going to get to a site that looks like mine probably. If you look at my screen, you should have the
Yep.
same thing basically open on yours.
Yeah, do I hit skip the tour?
Yeah, skip the tour.
Okay.
Fire is joining our group. Please be sure and type your name in the chat menu so that we know who is here today. So once you've gotten to this page, and is there anybody who needs to be walked through to this page who just joined? Okay, good. Once you've gotten to this page, I don't really like having this big header up at the top of my page. I want my kids to go to that site and see a big colorful classroom and start interacting. I mean, my kids are little, they can't really navigate around a website for me. So I like to go to this little garbage barrel when this is highlighted blue and delete my header. Because that way I can put the classroom right up at the top of my Google site.
Where's the garbage barrel?
So let's see if I can get back to that. If I go, oh, now I've made multiple sites.
I don't see it.
So what you have to do to get to the garbage barrel, like, is you put your mouse up on the gray box and it should light up on the left.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So if you put your mouse on the gray box, it lights up, you can hit the garbage barrel, delete header.
Okay.
Now you're going to want to name your site. Now the name here will pop up as the default for the name of your website in your URL, in your address. So think about something that might be helpful. You can change it and edit it, and you might have to if somebody already has that name. But you want to think of a short, easy thing that would help kids find you. Like maybe you would put your name here, or polls, you know, our virtual classroom, or, you know, Tina's virtual library, or whatever you want to call your thing here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm admitting people and distracted at the same time. So I'll call this virtual classroom demo. And that's not typing. Try that again. All right, everybody name their site. You can edit it and change it later, so it's not high pressure. Now, on my computer, if I put my cursor in the middle of that big white window of my site and I click twice left, I get this little pop-up that can let me insert a text box, an image, something from the cloud, something from my drive, or embed. And this might be just a MacBook thing. You can also go over here to the right-hand side under the Insert tab. You can insert a text box, image, something for your drive, or embed. We're going to use embed. Can everybody find those two little yellow brackets that say embed under them? And click on that.
Okay.
Once you click on it, you should get a pop-up window that says embed from the web, just like I have in the middle of my screen.
I have by URL or embed code. Okay.
Yep, it says by URL or embed code. Anybody need help with this, or is everybody okay here?
Not good.
Okay, so we're not going to insert by URL. We're going to use an embed code. So click on embed code, and it changes the window very slightly. But we don't have an embed code. We have to go to the classroom that we created. So go to the virtual classroom that you created, wherever it is. I didn't create a new one recently, but.
Already at this point, I'm just like.
And if she's going to talk for 2 hours like she did before, I think. It might be someone else.
Okay.
So
I'm muted.
I'm just going to choose this because why not? This is somebody else's. But so you go to your virtual classroom.
I'm on mute.
Karen, can you mute your computer, please? So if you go to your virtual classroom and you go up to the top where it says File,
File.
right up there, File, and then you scroll way down to where it says Publish to the Web, down at the bottom of that pop down under File.
Okay.
You click on Publish to the Web, you should have a pop-up that looks like mine. And you don't want the URL link, you want to go to embed. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Once you've clicked on embed, you're going to click on publish. And it's going to say, are you sure you want to publish? And you click OK.
So what happens if you
Wait.
didn't finish your classroom?
Don't even worry about it because
But how do,
you'll be able to edit it later and it will automatically change on your website when you edit it.
I don't know how to get that from into embed from the web. Do I type the name of it in there or something?
You have to be in your virtual classroom that you created when you do this.
No, if you have multiple pages, will it copy all pages?
It will, and you'll have to fool around with like hiding some of the slides and putting links between the slides to make it work right. And I can talk to you about that at 1 o'clock if you want.
Okay.
So Cheryl, Cheryl,
Yes.
are you in your slide that your
I'm
slide?
going to find it. I have so many tabs open on the top. Now I
Okay.
have to see which one I put it in.
Yep.
But okay, I understand what you're saying though. So you can keep going, Laura. I don't want
All
to
right,
hold people
so
up.
if you choose your slide and you say file, publish to the web, go to embed and publish and OK.
Ask her to get you some breakfast.
Then you're going to get this code. This big long embed code is what we're going to
Oh,
use to put it on
jeez.
the web.
No.
And it's highlighted, so you want to copy it. I use
Copy it.
Control C to copy. Copy that whole code that's in that window that pops up.
Yep.
And then go back to the site you created. And you're going to paste that code here.
Okay.
And then hit next. And it'll take a minute to load your site onto the little window. And you'll click insert if it looks like the right thing is there. You'll only see a corner of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know. So,
Yep.
Laura, I found the.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
I found my. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That wasn't me. That was my slide I embedded had sound. I forgot about that. What were you saying?
So I found my little, virtual classroom thing, and now I don't know where the little sites bar is. I mean, the
Okay.
little.
So
I'm way back.
So okay, you're in your classroom. Go up to the
Yes.
menu at the top. Click on File.
Menu, file, yes.
Yep. Go down in File to where it says Publish to the Web.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Click on Publish to the Web. Its link is highlighted. You want to click on Embed.
Okay.
Then click on Publish
Okay.
and OK, and you'll get that link.
Ooh. Now what do I do with the link?
Copy the link.
Yeah.
And go back to the tab where you have your new site.
Okay. So much work.
Laura,
Yes.
I pasted the link and nothing showed up.
Okay, then you need to go back and copy it again because somehow it didn't get to your clipboard.
Oh. Okay.
Make sure it's all highlighted too.
Yeah, it has to be highlighted before you copy it, obviously, and then it'll hopefully go to your clipboard. And I find it's quirky. Sometimes things aren't obvious at all. Sometimes you'll think you have it copied and then it's not. So then once you see a little corner of the classroom you're trying to put in, click on Insert.
Laura, can you go back one slide for a second?
Sure.
Please?
Yeah.
Because just a problem I had and I just fixed. Where it says link and embed, when it automatically went to link, so I had to go back and do embed. So make sure
you have to
on
make sure you
embed.
click on Embed, and then you can get the link down below.
Right.
You'll have to click on Embed, and then you'll have to click on Publish and OK, and then you'll get the link down below. The embed
Thank
code
you.
called. Yep, thank you.
How do you paste?
Control
for me, it's
V.
Control V.
Thank you.
Okay, is everybody at this point right now?
Yeah.
Now you can take
Yes.
this and pull that corner to make it big. Pull the sides. You want it to fill up that page as much as you can.
Oh. Can you go down?
Yep, you can pull it down, pull it out to the sides, pull it every which way. And part of it'll still be cut off a little bit because it just doesn't fit right on this page, but it'll be better when you publish it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Laura, this is Jane.
Hi, Jane.
When I already had a website made, so I just put my virtual classroom link into it.
You embedded it? You used the embed code?
Embedded it, yes. But when I hit Control V, what showed up on my web page is just all that gibberish stuff.
Yeah, you have to, on your web page, you have to use the embed tab. You don't want to just paste the embed code on your web page. You have to find a place where it says embed an object in my site.
Oh, okay. I think I know where that is. Okay.
And there you'll have an option, and then it'll probably start with a URL link, and you have to click on embed to get to where you put the embed code in. And that's where you want to paste it in.
Yep. Okay. I know where that is. Thank you.
Good. So once yes.
Excuse me. Did you go over the landing page already? Because I have no idea what that means.
The landing page is your Google Classroom, your virtual classroom. I mean, it's not your Google Classroom. What am I saying? I'm sorry. Your landing page is your Bitmoji Classroom.
Oh, okay.
Your Bitmoji Classrooms can be anything. And what Bethany was talking about was making your Bitmoji Classroom be your landing page. So this random slideshow that I grabbed to put in this slide is about landing pages. It says what to include, and it has 5 or 6 templates that you can copy and paste that I've shared with you.
Okay, thank you.
If you're feeling unsure about all that. So once you have your slide showing in this window, the only thing you have left to do is publish it. You see the blue publish button up in the right-hand corner?
Mm-hmm.
Click on publish. And don't worry, you can edit everything in this later. The one thing you cannot edit is the name of your site. So you're going to get a web address window that pops up. And everybody's web address starts with https://site google.com, Wareham 12 Mass US, whatever. You know, it's all that. Then the words after that last backslash is what you decide right here. That's what you want to name your website.
No, that didn't pop up.
After you click publish, you didn't get a name window?
No, it just said your site has been published.
Oh, because you already had a site, didn't you?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I don't know then.
Hmm.
So, and then once you've put in a name, if you put in a name that's already been used, you'll get a little red pop-up saying this name has already been used, and then click publish.
Laura, mine still, when I do the embedding, it won't, nothing comes up.
Okay, I got, oh,
mine multiple times.
And Carol,
yeah, mine won't either.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's not just me.
Okay, so when
I am in embed.
You were in bed.
Yep.
And you got this code.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I've copied it like with the Control C. I've copied it just the regular copy. I've re-highlighted it and copied it. I just nothing.
Okay. And then when you go to your site, you open the embed window and you make sure you went to embed code there too.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Did anybody else have that happen and figure out a workaround?
No, but I also had a Google site already made. I mean,
as long as you give it a different name, if you're making a new site, it should be fine. I mean, I have like zillions of sites. I just created a new virtual site, demo site, which I'm going to do.
I was trying to put it on my Mr. DeVoe's virtual music classroom.
Okay.
It won't embed. Like I don't know where it goes. I don't know if stuff's in the way.
And you found a tab, Don, did you find a tab to embed, and that's where you pasted the code?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I bet. Oh, and Carol, you already had a site too, didn't you?
No, I don't have a Google site. I have a Google Classroom, but not a site.
Yeah, I mean, you can embed it in any kind of site, but that's interesting. I wonder, I bet it's embedding someplace, but you need to tool around to find it, maybe? That would be my guess.
Okay. How do I do that?
And those of you who have clicked publish and chosen a name and published, you've done it. Your site's done.
Yeah.
Now,
where did it publish to?
to the site that you just created. Now, how to find it again?
Oh, yes.
If you look at my screen, up at the top, do you see this little chain link?
Yes.
Click on that little chain link and you'll get the shareable link. This is the address of your website. If you copy that, and that's what you could email and send to students and share with me to put in our virtual school. And you know, that's what you could put on Google Classroom or put on put in Remind or Class Dojo or whatever you use to communicate with families. That shareable link is what you're going to share so they can find this website. Now,
So
go ahead, Anna.
So if I go on to Google and search that link, I'm going to come up. My page is going to come up.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. If you take that link and paste it into a search bar right there, you should, your site's going to come up. Now it's going to come up for you as an editor probably, or maybe not. Here, it doesn't look like, oh yeah. But see, if I click on the little pencil, then I can go back to editing that site if I wanted to change things on the actual site. But to edit what's in the classroom, you're going to use your slides you created, and it will automatically edit in this website. Now,
how do you put it in Google Classroom? You just cut and paste, or?
Yeah, you would copy this URL, the published link, copy that link, and you can put that in your Google Classroom or your Class Dojo or whatever you use. You can share that link. You can email it to families. You can share that link anywhere you want to get families to this page.
Okay. Yeah, so Laura, I have one. I had started just playing around with the Google Classroom, even though there's no kids in it, of course, yet. Sure. And I linked it over and it went right in there. So that's
awesome.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So how do you edit again?
So if you want to edit your site, if you went to your site through the URL and you want to edit, you click on the little pencil in the circle in the corner. But,
all right.
But that's not going to let you edit your classroom. That just lets you edit your site. To edit your classroom, you have to go back to the Pages document where you made it. And any changes you make in that little presentation that you made, that like if you started a wall and floor and put a couch in it or whatever, this that slide is where you can make all the changes you want. Any change you make there automatically is happened in your classroom.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
If you want to see what the classroom looks like, you click on this little preview button up in the top. It looks like a computer with a cell phone in front of it. And that way you can see what the students see when they look at your classroom. And that's what it looks like. And from this mode of looking at it, you can click on things and the links will work. Like this goes to create a tech ticket if you're having trouble with your computer at home. So when you're in presentation mode or demo mode or whatever, you can see exactly how it works. You can click on the links and see if it takes you to the next class or whatever, and make sure that all your links are working. The one thing I don't like about this way of publishing to the web is that if you do it to a phone, on a phone, you get a very small portion. Now, if I could turn the phone sideways, you'd see a little bit more, but you still have to scroll around to see the whole classroom, and it can take a little while to load. So I actually have some cheat codes for changing the embedding code slightly to make it so that it, I don't want the slide, to make it so that it fits any device you want to put it in. And if you go to the hiking map that you started at, that Google site that I made, you know where you got the Zoom link for this workshop? If you go to that site, on the end there in the triangle are all kinds of resources I shared with you, and you can get videos for watching how to change the embed code or whatever if you want to. So,
Laura?
Yes.
I still cannot embed the code into the virtual classroom. Should I go back and start a new slide? Like rename it and start a whole new one and see, maybe that works?
You might try that. It seems like an awful lot of work. I haven't run into that. I don't know what that is. Now you both created new sites and you were trying to embed and it wasn't letting you embed it.
Nope.
Weird.
Yeah.
Every time I paste it and then it goes, nothing is on the screen.
And did you try publishing it anyway to see if it showed up? Because sometimes it can take quite a while to show up.
I did.
No, I didn't.
You did, Carol, and it still wasn't there?
Yeah, I hit publish and then I copied my email, the URL, and I put it in the search bar and it came up blank.
Still blank, yeah, okay. I am not sure what that is, I'm sorry.
I'm having the same problem, but what's happening to me is the background isn't there, like the floor and the wall, just the chair I put in and the plant.
Okay, so you have to make sure when you get your embed code, you have to make sure the slide is highlighted and not the objects inside. And maybe that's what's happening with Jessica too. Make sure the slide is highlighted, I think.
That might be it. Let me try that.
I'm not actually sure if that's required, but if you're getting pieces of it, it sounds like you have objects highlighted instead of the whole presentation.
Laura, you mean the whole slide highlighted in blue, correct?
Well, if you look at my screen, it's yellow on mine around the outside. You don't want it to be highlighted in the slide itself. You want to highlight it over on the left where the numbers are. Click on that so it's highlighted over there.
That's probably going to fix it. Thank you.
I hope so.
Laura, can I ask a question?
Of course.
So I'm on my Google site, and what I did is I decided to make a new page.
Yep.
Maybe put the Bitmoji Classroom there. Maybe that might be easier.
Sure.
So
yeah,
I'm not sure how to ask. So when I go, I get my code.
You mean last night she got out?
I looked at her.
Sorry. I go to File.
She wasn't there.
Publish to the web. Go to Embed.
So just now she's not there?
I don't know.
Shoot, I must have left it open.
I highlight my code. Control C. Then I go to my new page.
Yep.
And then what do I have to do? I have to just click embed, or do I have to get
you have to click on embed.
Yeah.
Get that pop-up window, and it'll be, by default, it'll say by URL. You need to
go to embed code.
Embed code, and then paste it in that box.
And I paste it there, and then that little green circle down in the corner.
Yeah.
I wait for it to be done, and I click next.
Yep.
And then nothing appears.
That's me too, Dom.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I've never had that happen.
Laura?
Yes.
When we go back to editing our virtual classroom, when we have to add things and change things and all that, creating it, I have to go into that Google slide, right? I go into my Drive and go into and find that Google Doc slide, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And then once I'm there, I can edit, add whatever I need to, and it automatically will save it and automatically save it on that website?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. The embed code makes them like inextricably linked. So anything you do to that slide automatically is happening on your site.
Great. Okay.
So like I would have one deck of slides that are what the kids say, and then I would take those slides and make a copy and make my editing changes, and then I would just change the slide when I'm finished editing and I have it ready for the new day, so that when they go to the site, they see yesterday's slide until I've put in today's slide. You know what I mean? So they don't actually see it while you're working on it so much.
Right, right. Now, you had created some doors on, I can't remember. You created doors with names on them. Where was that? Was that on Wareham?
That's the DECUS virtual school website. And there's a door for every teacher. And I guess teachers are going to be asked to each have a landing page. And that's why I included landing page information in that, in that big folder I shared with you of,
but the landing page would be what we're creating now, the virtual classroom?
It could be, it can be what you're creating now. It can be any of a number of things. You can, you could have the landing page be just a website with information on it. You could have the landing page something you do in a document. It doesn't have to be a Bitmoji Classroom. But a Bitmoji Classroom is a kind of a fun way of doing a landing page. And in that shared folder that I gave everybody access to, if you go to the resources lean-to on that map at the website, you'll find the shared folder. And there are templates there of landing pages that have all the requirements for DECA school, and you can copy any of these. And then once you've made a copy on your own slideshow, you can edit it however you want. So as you can see, there are a bunch of templates on my screen that I'm sharing with you, showing different templates that have meet the landing page, basic landing page requirements. Of course, if you want to have a playlist of videos and activities, you need to add in your own links and stuff, but it basically is the basics of a landing page. Of course, you'd want to have a picture of yourself or your Bitmoji in there with a link to all about you or a video about you or something where you introduce yourself to the kids.
But how do we get this landing page into that DECA's website where the doors are? I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, you are.
I'm very overwhelmed right now.
You're going to use the link right here is the way everybody gets to your website. And that link, you're going to send, I don't even want to say this, to me, I suppose. I'm hoping somebody in the office will help manage the virtual school, but we're going to take all those links and put them into a website called ThinFi, where we're going to get passcodes for every door that, you know, all the teachers are going to have a code that you give to your students to get into your room.
Oh, so we're not going to put it into that door.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You just have to share this link with me.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you.
Yep.
So Laura, can I ask a silly question?
Any question's good. No silly questions.
So this whole, so we're going to be teaching the kids like face to face, but all of this stuff, is this just for that? This is in addition to, for them to check out sites or whatever. So you know what I mean? If we,
yeah,
go ahead.
Well, you know, initially the start of the year, we're going to be teaching completely remotely.
Right.
And so this is where you could put all your links for learning, your playlists for the day or the week or whatever, books, read alouds, whatever you want, links to Lexia and extra math or whatever you do. This is a way to share with kids at home. You could also use it in school up on your whiteboard to get to the curriculum if you have it all in one place, all the links organized together. You know,
it's sort of like a guide.
Yeah, it's sort of like a guide with all the live links to whatever you want to go to.
But this isn't taking the place of our face-to-face online. Like oh, hi, Susie, you know, that kind of thing. This is not taking the place of that, right?
Right. Like, if I go to, hang on, I'm sorry.
But this could be used for those students that aren't with you, right?
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
I get it. For your online, your virtual students.
That's exactly right. Like last year I had, I used, this is kind of a mess because I'm in the middle of changing things around for this year, but a lot of this is still here from last year. This was the landing page sort of that I had last year before I knew what landing page meant. And this was the Google Classroom I created. When families clicked on Flipgrid, they went to our class Flipgrid. When they clicked on Zoom, they went to a page that said what time and had the Zoom links in it. So basically I use this as kind of information, like here they could click and get information all about, this is for the parents, all the parent information. And then I had a math center link to the numbers and a letters center link to the letters. And basically I did different pages in the slide. And this went straight to ABC Mouse for the students' accounts on ABC Mouse that I was managing. So like, this isn't a substitute for Zoom, but I used it as a place where the families could always find the Zoom if they didn't have the link.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to be clear on that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions about this?
Laura, I used the Modern Teacher to try to figure out how to do the landing page. So I did mine in a Google Doc because that's what they were telling us to do.
Yeah.
Can I link that to a site or embed that in the site or not?
You can't embed a Google Doc, and I'm not sure how you would put that in a site exactly, but sites are really easy to build. And you could go down, you could have your virtual classroom up top if you want to have a virtual classroom at all. And you could add, you know, you can add whatever you want. So just by dragging a box from the right over to the left, you can build a site, and in any of these boxes, you could copy and paste whatever you did on your Google page and drop them in.
Laura, so
Yes.
in summertime, I manage the CARE website, and directly from your Drive, Wendy, you can copy. So if you click the link on the over to the left where it says Drive, where you're inserting, you can grab whatever you want from your website, and it'll pull it into your website and make it look like your page.
Oh, okay. So you use the publish URL code?
No, you can just so if you click on the Drive button, it'll bring you right to your, it'll give you like a list of stuff that's in your Drive, and you just click and insert. It's an insert button.
Okay, interesting. Cool.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions about this? I actually have a code modification for people who are really interested in making this fit on phones, that will make it fit on phones if you're interested. But it's kind of more, you know, it's actually going into the embed code and editing it. So I'm not sure that's where everybody wants to go.
So Laura, what's your suggestion? Like I can't do anything now because nothing's popping up. I don't want to keep working on this.
Yeah.
Like, can I unpublish? Can I like erase something that's been published? Like, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do from here now.
Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you, Carol, because I'm not sure what's going on. You can delete any site you've created. Once you've published a site, you can't, I don't think you can actually unpublish, but you can, oh yeah, you can unpublish. Look at that. Yeah, you could try unpublishing it and see if you can do it again and get it to publish. But even if you've already published a site, like say I publish this site and I go, oh, I really don't like that, I want to do a whole new thing. I can embed a different thing in there. I can go and get another URL code, and I could have 6 virtual classrooms on my site if I wanted to, and it would just pop up underneath. Theoretically, Carol, I'm not sure why yours isn't working. I don't really know what to say.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Is anybody interested in learning how to modify the embed code so it fits on a phone? All right, I hear cricket. Sounds like maybe it's enough. If anybody wants to stay on and learn how to modify the embed code, I'm glad to show you. It's not very tricky.
Laura, I have a question about if you're doing all of
Why would we need that again?
Just a second, Anna. What were you saying, Terry?
If you're doing, I think Anna had already asked, but if you're doing all the slides, but you're not ready to show them to the students yet, how do you prevent it from going live?
So like I have this one that it's just my under construction. And so I make a second slideshow where I've copied my slides that I have live. And then in this other one that's just a copy of it, I changed copy of to under construction.
Oh, I see. And you just copy them in when you need them.
Then when I need it, I would take this slide, highlight it yellow, Control-C to copy it, and then just paste it in the PowerPoint that is already up on the website.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
I have a question. I had no idea that this was going to be a real-time building website type of deal. I mean, I just didn't have that information. So obviously I wasn't prepared. I mean, I'm taking notes. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
But this is a simple question, I'm sure. How can I get to the video, because it's being recorded, so that I can maybe do it another time?
Yep, I will. I'll put a link to the video once I get the videos in the in this website, because you got here by going to this website, right?
Yeah.
So I'll put links to the videos right next to these on the map and on the page, I suppose.
Thank you very much.
And then also, like if you go to the page where you got the Zoom link, there are also at each of the pages where we have Zooms, there are also YouTube links.
Yeah, I watched those this morning.
Those are going to be a lot better than watching this boring recording.
Okay.
But yeah, so everything you need to create and upload your classroom is right here, including the modifications to the embed code if you want to make it fit on a phone. But I will put the recordings on here that we're taking today also, but I would imagine they're going to be kind of grueling compared to watching a nicely polished video.
Yeah, and I noticed too, whenever I did the YouTube link you put on, of course, to the right, then they've got a whole list of everybody else's.
Yes, there's a lot out there. And if you go to Bitmoji Craze for Educators Facebook group and you join their Facebook group, they have a whole tab that's all tutorials. And they have a whole tab that's people sharing classrooms. And then they have tabs for ELA and math and libraries and just all kinds of different stuff that you can, a lot of it they share, and you can copy and paste it and then play with the, even if there's just a piece of furniture you like or a live link that goes to something fun that you want to copy, you can copy it all and use it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Has everybody had a chance to sign into the chat? Good. Anna, you had something you wanted to say? I'm sorry. Anna? I think you had a question. Anna, did you have a question?
No, Laura, I just didn't know what you meant by if anyone needed the embedded on the phone. You were talking about something to do with embedding on the phone.
Yeah, so basically, you've created this website, but if somebody's looking at this website on a phone, it's not a beautiful interface. The thing is too big. So there's a way to change your embed code slightly so that it fits on every device.
And I'm Sean Smith, and I'm going to guide you.
And how would you do that?
Okay, so let me go to this. I'm going to get my embed code again.
Anywhere, anytime, remote or blended learning. We're going to walk you through some real examples.
We'll see.
Of you templates and exemplars from the
Whoever's
field.
listening to the video, can you please mute yourself?
Yeah.
So then if I go to embed and put my embed code in, the thing to make it fit in every device, it's all this gibberish writing that I don't know what it says, but then it says width equals and height equals, and there's a number in parentheses. You want to leave width equals and you want to leave the parentheses, but instead of 960, you make it 100%. 100%. And instead of 69 bits or whatever those are in height, you make it 100%.
Oh, okay.
And then when you publish it, you go next and then insert, and you'll see it automatically fits in whatever size window you put it in. And the whole thing is in one window. And when you go to look at that in a on a phone to see what it looks like on a phone, it's going to look teeny tiny. But wait, where'd I put it? It's still loading. Sorry. Oh, there it is. I loaded it down below those text boxes. The whole thing fits in a slide. If I could turn my phone sideways, you would see the whole classroom this way, which would fit really nicely. So changing the height and width to 100% in those parentheses in the embed code makes it much more comfortable on devices. And you can see in a tablet, it's kind of mushed down because of these text boxes I put in there. But in a tablet, you see the whole thing. In a phone, you see the whole thing. And on a computer, it looks really nice.
So I have to go back to that Google site to do that?
You would, yeah, in the Google site, you would embed, and you could just delete the one you already put in and have 100% one put in instead. And then you have one that fits in every window it's put in.
Okay.
And if that's too tricky, don't even worry about it. It's just
yeah.
It's a little like a tech edition if you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that now.
Yeah.
Laura, I have a question.
Yes.
Hi. So is there a particular landing page so that we're maybe all on the same page if we're doing Bitmoji that you would suggest we use rather than everyone? Which one is your favorite for getting the information out to the parents, nice and simple landing page?
That's a really good question. I've been, I just learned about landing pages this last week. Until Sarah Russo sent me her landing page document, I had never heard that. I was like, what's a landing page? Do you mean a home page? I don't know what a landing page is.
Yeah.
So then I got this information about landing pages from Andrea. I have not created like one Bitmoji Classroom that's all that I think has everything in a landing page beautifully arranged. But, I'm starting with the classroom I created last year, and I'm thinking, okay, how can I make this into a beautiful landing page? And I'm thinking I might have 2 classrooms on my website. I might have the top one that the kids see automatically as the classroom one that has the kid links. And maybe I'll do a virtual office. I started doing this. I thought, okay, well, I don't really want all the parent links up in this top. I want this to be about the kids having fun. So down here, I might put another classroom. And, you know, I started putting tabs and thinking, okay, if I make it an website with resources, what would I put on it? And I thought it might be more fun to have a virtual office. So I'd have a virtual classroom for the kids and then a virtual office I embed underneath that has all the links for the parents. I don't have one that I think is, you know, the end all for it.
But all the information is on that one page, the one that says Mrs. XXX homepage, everything that we need to have.
Oops, what did I just do? Sorry, landing pages.
It looks very similar to that one.
Yeah, I just lost it. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it the purple?
Yeah, yeah. That one, it has the requirements in the purple box, but everybody needs to like make it their own and put in what you feel is important to have there, because different people would have different things they want to include.
Okay. Great.
So,
Thank you.
Laura,
yes.
I was asking you this before and you kind of cut out and then I cut out.
Sorry.
But piggyback on what Michelle's saying, that's what I need to kind of, I feel like I want to wrap my mind around. I love this Bitmoji. Is it safe to say I can just have this as my landing pad and then attach Google Classroom and Seesaw to it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can have it as your landing page. The one thing is, as you go through Modern Teacher, and there's actually like a 3-page checklist that's part of Modern Teacher for your landing page. And I tried to sort of hone it down because it had links to important things and then it had like zillions of things. And really, you want to make sure the links are what matters to your students. You don't necessarily need like links to everything under the sun because you want to keep it not too cluttered. But you want to look at, you know, as you go through the Modern Teacher thing, that'll help you go kind of like, oh, wait, I have to have a link to tech support. Well, I gave you a computer and an iPad that are linked to Wareham Tech Support. So you can take this, Control-C, and drop it in your classroom. And that way you have a link to tech support in your classroom if you want to use it as your landing page. These templates for landing pages I've done, I have tech support link, and then I just have like a place where you have expectations, what do they call it, SOP or whatever they call it, office hours and connection, contact information, and a welcome note. That's like the bare minimum. It'd be nicer if you had a little Bitmoji of you in there and then you click on it and it went to a video of you saying, hi, I'm, you know, introducing yourself or whatever you want to do to it. But this does have bare bones what they're saying in that checklist you want to have. But you want to.
That's really great information. So if we have that checklist on there, we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I think so. Again, as I said, this is boiled down from like a 3-page checklist on Modern Teacher. So as you go through the Modern Teacher list, you know, as you go through the Modern Teacher trainer, keep that in mind and look at your classroom and go, oh yeah, you know, they'll probably give you all kinds of ideas where you go, well, that might be a really good thing to include. I want to add that to my classroom. And you can keep, you know, editing and adding whatever you want, of course, to make it be yours.
All right, and you said that's available. So if I go on yours, I can just, you've already done it for us? The technology link or not?
The technology link, yeah, these are already done. They already have a technology link. And I did a computer and a Chromebook. It's a bunch of layers. It has like the blue and the text and the computer, and they're grouped together. So you want to make sure you get the whole thing and not just one layer of it. They should be all grouped under arrange, and you can ungroup them if you want to change them around or whatever. But it's a computer and an iPad that are linked and go, when somebody clicks on them, it goes automatically to the opening a ticket for tech support for Wareham Public Schools. And these down here, these home buttons and forward and backward buttons are already linked to go to the next slide or to go to the first slide or to go to the last slide. Because they said they wanted buttons on each page for navigation. So I thought, okay, so I'll throw those down there. And you can just click on that and Control-C to copy it and paste it onto whatever page you want to create.
Can we, okay. And then will we know that there's layers to that, to know to go to arrange, to copy it? Like on that computer, you said there's 3 layers to it?
you don't have to, I mean, I'm telling you that now, but that's why it has like multiple blue windows on it, but you don't have to do anything other than highlight it so it's blue and Control C and then Control V to paste it in your classroom.
And all the layers come with you. That
all the layers should come with you. But when you
sorry,
go
I
into,
thought I had to go and order up 3 layers.
no, the layers are all grouped together the way I've put it on this slide. So hopefully you will get all 3 layers, together in grouped fashion when you click on it. If not, you can go to arrange and tell it to group, but it probably will come up grouped for you automatically. But just when you go to your classroom, or when you look at it, when you're here, if you're in your classroom in this mode in the slides, you can click on present. And then when you're in present mode, you can click on it to make sure the links work. So there it is. I opened up a tech ticket for families from home. So I know that that link worked. And then, you can use these to see if it'll get you to the next slide or whatever when you're in present mode. And that way you can track your links. And I did not link to Extra Math or Core 5 because I don't use them. I just thought that was something you guys used a lot. So I threw the images in there. You could take that, copy it, and put it in one of the other classrooms if you'd rather have a whatever.
We're working on that now. We have little computers in our classroom and we're putting the 4 sites that we use on there. And now we're trying to create the link to attach it to it.
Yeah. So like if you have four main sites you use all the time, I would take those 4 sites and put their little icons down below with a link to each of those sites in my class.
Yeah. And as a preschool teacher, just a real quick one, are you using more like the Seesaw?
I use Class Dojo.
Primary?
I use Class Dojo.
Okay. And that's what you're going to use to push out your assignments, etc.?
I'm going to use my virtual classroom playlist. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have the classroom here, and then I'm going to have like click here for playlist. And when they click here, then they're going to go to this, which is another site, and it's a playlist that I assume I'm going to share if it opens here. It's on another website actually that I'm sharing with the other preschool teachers, and it basically has our question of the week, our unit. It starts with an alphabet song, and the kids click on each GIF. Phonemic awareness is this book, and then this week's nursery rhyme goes with this book, and concept vocabulary goes with our OWL curriculum. The stories that are part of our curriculum, the animation that goes with the curriculum, number of the week, color of the week, shape of the week, dance party at the end. And so this is going to be my playlist essentially. And the pre-K is going to collaborate and have one playlist for each week that we make together, I assume. And that'll be linked from my classroom right here. I'll have, go to playlist, and maybe I'll put a little GIF there.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yep. Any other questions or anything on this?
Laura, how do you make a video and then put it on your page?
Well, it's hard to have a live video on your page. I would sooner take a screenshot of a video and then put a link to the YouTube or the safe video link for YouTube, You can have things moving around on your page through using a GIF or GIF or however you say it. And a GIF is a really cool thing to do because it really is attention getting, and it's fun, and it's nice to have something moving around. And like your Bitmoji, if you have your Bitmoji dancing around on the page or whatever, that's actually a GIF. So like, I did a little introductory thing for the year, and it's going to have talking. So like that's actually a GIF, it's not an animation, and that you can have on your website. And so it says, it's loading really slowly because I have so many things going, but basically there's my voiceover, and it says, I was cleaning up the classroom hoping you could come, but it seems that we're going to have a virtual classroom to start the year. Please click on the computer, welcome to our new classroom. And then they click on the computer and it takes them to this next slide. And I'm saying, oh, go to circle time here. And that's basically our playlist is our circle time. But like these animations are an inserted GIF, which is actually, it's really easy to insert a GIF. You just, if you go to, do you want to hear that, Crystal? How to insert a GIF? Are you there?
No, I was talking more about like a lesson that you are teaching that you could link.
Yeah, I would just upload to YouTube and then link it that way.
Can't you just?
Is that pretty easy?
Yeah. Yep.
Can you record yourself, and then I would, like what I used to have to do with stories, and then upload it and then just paste it in there?
Yeah, I would just paste the link. You can actually insert the video in a slide, but they don't always play right. I find that using a link to the YouTube of the video is just a little cleaner and easier. And then I would just take a screenshot of the video and put that in my slide. And then you click on that screenshot and you'll get to the video.
But even if it's not a video, if it's just myself that has pre-recorded a story, it wouldn't be on a YouTube or anything. It would just be me. So they would be able to click on a link to me reading the story.
Yeah, you could have yourself. I don't know how you're recording your stuff, but you could click on a link to something on your computer too. Usually when I make recordings, I just upload them to my YouTube channel and just have them be private, other than if you have the link, and then I'll put the link in my classroom linking to whatever story reading I've uploaded or lesson or talking to the kids.
I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm not.
Yeah, if you just go to YouTube and write the start a channel, it'll let you. I have a few different YouTube channels. They're incredibly easy to create by mistake, and you can set it all to private so nobody finds you on it.
Okay, all right. This all seems extremely overwhelming. Will parents be as overwhelmed as I feel, or?
Well, parents don't have to do anything other than come in and click on things. And hopefully the parents, when they click on things, it's up to us to create a site that's intuitive enough that it feels friendly for the parents.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And I mean, I threw a bunch of stuff in here that are just like extras, like in this one, these letters, every letter clicks to a letter thing in Starfall. I'll learn to write the letter for little kids. This goes to a really fun little drum thing, bongocat.com. I've never heard of it before, but somebody had it in one of their Google slides, so I stole it. And it's a little online music program that I thought was really fun. This goes to a Starfall calendar maker, and it's current. Like it'll have, if you click on it, it goes to a website where it says today's date is, and it has the kid drag the date into the box and stuff, and it like goes through today's date. So it does a little calendar activity at Starfall that's free and open to everybody. So there's some like sort of freebies built into the links there. I did not link these to their things because I just threw them in for you guys since I don't actually use them.
Laura, I have another question. If we don't change the embedded numbers, like the 100% that you were saying for the width and the height,
yeah.
If they go onto a cell phone or an iPad, are they not seeing everything?
They see it, but they have to scroll around to get through it to see the whole picture. Like the whole classroom doesn't show it once on their screen if they're on a smaller device. I'm not sure about in an iPad, but in a phone, they just see like a quarter of the picture. In an iPad, I think they see like 2/3 of the picture usually.
So it's a good idea that everybody does change that.
I think making it to 100% makes it a lot more user friendly.
Okay, and is that on your tutorial?
Yeah, it's
okay.
I'll
go back to that.
Yeah, that's
Laura?
Yes.
Would you go over again how to highlight what you want to steal from you from view only to put it in the embedded thing?
Sure. So
thank you.
Let's see.
So I wanted to put that little floor mat on that you were just talking about with like the alphabet song, and then it goes to the next thing, and it's like a little circle rug.
Circle rug that goes to the alphabet song?
The little circle you just showed, the wheel.
Yeah, you were just doing it.
Oh, this thing here?
Yes, I just wanted to do that, and I cannot figure out how to do it. I got the, I did what to put on your landing page on, but now I cannot remember. I cannot figure out how to do that. I'm using a Chromebook too. My iPad, my laptop just died, so now I'm on a Chromebook.
I'm afraid I don't understand your question. What is it you want to?
I want to copy
how to make a playlist or how to copy something and paste it.
I want to know how to copy it. You said you could copy a document, one of your view onlys, and put it on ours, and then we can make it our own.
Okay.
Right?
So yeah, absolutely. So if you wanted to copy this, say, you would go over so that you're lit up over here with yellow around a slide.
Okay.
You see how it's yellow around my slide there?
I did that. Now
okay,
what?
Then you do Control C to copy.
Control C.
Or you can go up top and say copy. either way.
Okay.
And once you've copied it, you go to the thing you're creating. I'm going to go to my under construction one, and you make sure that you have the yellow bar over on the left, and just
How do you get the yellow bar over on the left?
Just click your mouse over on the left. So you're not clicked in here, but you're clicked over here. And then just paste, and it'll be the next page that pops up in your slideshow.
And I can do that on Google Chrome?
Yes, this is all in Google Chrome, what I'm doing right now.
Okay, slow down because I can't seem to get that to happen. So hold on.
Yeah, and it can take a moment to load. And sometimes going between different accounts, things will get buggered up.
Okay, so I want to go to the next slide. Lily, how do I go to the next slide?
You don't even have to go to next slide. Michelle, you just highlight whatever slide you have that you already made.
Okay.
And then just click paste. Do Control V to paste.
Word, edit.
Control V. And yeah, I don't see it. It doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. I can get in touch with you after. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Laura?
Yes.
Yeah, about the embedded to reformat for the phones.
Yep.
Do you have a tutorial? Because I forgot half of
Yes.
the said.
Yep. No, absolutely. That's let's see. It's in virtual classrooms. It's in the shared folder. I shared this virtual classroom resources with you. And if you go to the tutorials tab, or if you just go to the website I sent you.
Tutorials tab?
Yeah. You know the website that you started at to get to the Zoom?
Yeah, I'm not there anymore. I'm at the map, right?
Do you see my screen?
Yes, I'm at the map, yes.
If you click on virtual classroom onto a website and you go to that, your website will work better than mine because I'm the creator.
Oh, that tutorial right there?
Yeah, there's a YouTube that I made that shows how to do it with the embed codes in it.
But
and then if you
change it, right? To change it for the...
Yes, it has how to upload it and how to change it. And if you just want to look at it and have it in writing, I think I put that in the directions. No, I didn't. I'll paste it in the directions here.
Okay.
So like here, I have the modifications. You see my slide is highlighted yellow. I click over here.
Now, where is the slide?
I'm going to copy it, Control C, and I'm going to
go
go
get
back
the slide that you're working on, that whole...
The circle?
This slide, this presentation that you're doing right now that you're showing us, where is that?
It's there. I put the modifications in. It's the map. This is the map one.
All right, so how do you get into that circle one that you just had with Michelle?
That is back under, okay, so if we go, well, let me start at the map since that's where you
Yep, that's where I am.
My map. So if you go to the map
page.
and you click on this resources right here.
Okay.
That says resources.
Yeah.
That'll bring you to the Google folder I've shared with you called virtual classrooms resources, VC resources, sorry. And in VC resources.
It doesn't. Resources. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, did you get to VC resources folder shared with you? Okay, if you go under templates, it's all in there. The playlist ideas are in there, the landing page ideas are in there, everything is in that folder.
See, mine looks totally different. So let me go back. No, it looks totally different.
You're on an iPad, right?
No, I'm on my laptop.
Huh.
I'm looking at yours on my iPad.
Okay.
But
okay, that's why it says iPad, but you're on a laptop. I don't understand why yours would look so different.
Oh. VC resources on the top?
Click. Yeah, VC resources is the name of the folder I shared with you guys. And in it, there are two folders, templates and tutorials, and then there's a bunch of documents. And if you click on tutorials.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And in tutorials, you should be able to, I'm sorry, not tutorials, I did the wrong thing. In templates, click on templates. And you should be able to see the playlist and the landing page templates and all that.
Okay, we got it now.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
So that's where I would go. You open any of these up and you can see all the different templates. The landing pages that I shared here, the K landing page, pre-K, secondary, Mrs. T landing page, those are all landing pages that had like connected playlists on them and stuff that were shared from Modern Teacher by different teachers. So I don't know, you know, I can't guarantee that they have everything on them that should be there, but they were models that were chosen to be shared. So they should be pretty good, I would think.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Any other questions or concerns or anything?
I made a couple of changes in my Google Classroom. And when I went back to publish, it showed it without the changes. But if I went into where the kids could see it,
yeah,
the changes were made. So is that right?
Yeah, because your window that says publish at the top hadn't been loaded. It has old. I bet if you click the little circle arrow up at the top by the URL to reload that window, it will probably show your changes.
The little circle arrow. Okay, let me see. Review and publish, view publish site, unpublish, publish settings.
You see the little, you see where my mouse is on mine? That little circle to reload the window?
Yeah.
If you just click that to reload the window. Oh, I have something waiting to come in. If you reload the window, the updates should probably be in it.
Oh, good. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, it was just because you had your.
I was getting nervous.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right. Any other questions or concerns? Please make sure that
One more question, Laura.
Sure.
Please sorry. The tabs at the arrow, your home and the arrows, are we required to have those on? Did you say she wants those on each page?
If you need them, like my page I did last year, I have a little recording at the beginning and I said, use the cat to get back to the home page. Anytime you see my cat. And so it's like a Where's Waldo? They'd look for the cat and I put it in different places hiding around the page.
Sure.
And that was how they got back to their home page. I assume that's okay. The Modern Teacher message said, their list said, be sure to have buttons on every page for navigation. I think basically be sure it's intuitive for your families. You know your families best of all. If putting a cat there for your homepage is going to be overwhelming and confusing, don't do it. If your dog is
simple.
Yeah, and if your dog is like a basic part of your classroom for your kids, maybe your dog makes the most sense as a link to whatever. You know, I mean, you have to decide what makes sense for your kids and your parents that you work with.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. And these buttons are already programmed to next side and home, but it's easy enough to do. It's just a link I added, but you can make your own buttons. And in the objects folder in the shared resources, there are zillions of different styles of buttons if you want to do your own different buttons, or you can make your own. Like I said, it's quite the rabbit hole to go down once you get into it. And a landing page does not have to be a virtual classroom. A landing page can just be your contact information and your schedule and your expectations. And you don't have to do all this. If you're finding this utterly overwhelming and it doesn't look like fun, a landing page does not have to be this much. But, you know, as you go through Modern Teacher, they'll walk you through doing a landing page and a document if you'd rather do that.
Laura, I was wondering if maybe you and I could Zoom together so we can maybe troubleshoot why my thing's not working, because I feel like I can't do anything.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Let's see.
I didn't know if you and I could set up our own Zoom so everybody else can do their own thing. Or
Can I join that Zoom, Laura?
Well, I am doing a Zoom. I've had the morning group ask for a 1 o'clock Zoom, so I'm going to set up a 1 o'clock Zoom and I'll send the link out to everybody.
Okay.
And Carol, we should maybe meet some other time though. Maybe, do you want to?
I need help too.
Who's that? I'm sorry, I don't see everybody.
Michelle Sampson. I can't get it to, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay.
Laura, it's Carol. I can help out too.
Okay. Carol, do you have an idea about why their slides are not uploading to their site?
Yes, I did it 150 times. It wasn't working.
Okay,
so
can you
I just
explain
figured
what
it out. So maybe I'm the one to help them because I just figured it out myself.
Perfect, Carol, then I'll set up a time to meet with you. Is that good?
Yeah, I'll send, let's see, Carol, who else needs help? I'll write your name.
I do.
Me too, Carol, because mine isn't posting
You
either.
gotta say-
Same
Hold on.
name.
Carol Spinard. Who else? I'm writing your name.
Erin.
I'll send you guys a link.
Okay, can you
Michelle
send it to me
Sampson.
too? Because I want to learn how you did that so I can help people with it, Carol.
I just kept
Put Cheryl Wood on there too.
Chris
Sylvester too, please.
I don't want to waste anyone's time, but I'm just trying to figure out, how do you always get back to that resource file that
If you go under the in your Google Drive,
Carol, Erin.
shared with me.
Got it.
Carol, Anna Rigo.
And
Got it.
Michelle.
And
Sampson.
Cheryl.
Yeah, Michelle Sampson too.
Yep.
You
Can
see
you
that
hear me?
shared with me, Mr. Beach?
Yes.
That's where you should find it all.
Share to be. Now you're in Google Drive.
Yep, in your Google Drive, if you click on shared with me, you should find it.
All right, Michelle Sampson, Carol Spinard, Chris Sylvester, Erin, Anna Rigo, Michelle
Laura
Scola,
Pohl. Laura Pohl.
and Laura.
Yeah, I
And
wanna-
Jessica, please.
Hold on one second. I didn't hear the last person. And Cheryl Wood, and who else?
Yeah.
Jessica Gallagher, please.
Jessica.
And you're still meeting at 1, right, Laura?
Yeah, we'll do a 1 o'clock meeting for anybody who
Okay.
wants it. Carol, what time are you going to do your meeting?
Well, when are we ending? Right now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, if you want to just stay on with people and do it, you can.
All right, that's fine. We could do that.
Okay,
If
good. Now that
people
you've
just
written
want
everybody's name
to get
down.
up and stretch their legs, that's fine. I'll stay on. I can't share my screen because I have 2 computers going on here, but I can maybe talk you through it.
Cool.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for all this information. It's fantastic.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I love all the resources. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thank you.
Laura.
For
It's so much fun.
It is a lot.
Thank you.
It is a lot. You're right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
you're very
Laura.
welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sharon.
All right. Stretch your legs. Get some coffee.
All right,
Laura,
I'll be
it's a
back in
different
10. Sound good?
Laura and I are night owls, so it helps to be a night owl. We're up until probably what, I don't know, 1:30, 2 a.m.
Guys, can you believe it?
Oh, I'm not a night owl usually.
Oh,
I'm more of
then
a
I'm-
5 in the morning owl.
You're a morning and I'm a night
Yes,
owl.
red. Make it red.
It's like,
Laura,
Yes.
just real quick question, because I'm still trying to figure out how to do this emoji and like upload it. Is that something that you'll do at 1?
What was the question again? To do what?
I'm still trying. So I have the Bitmoji app. I have my Bitmoji, but I'm trying to figure out how to upload it to my Google Class. Do you know what I mean? Like just put it onto the computer. I don't know how to do that.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do that too.
I might be able to.
All right, Carol, you help away any way you want to. That'd be awesome.
I don't know. It's a lot of button
All right,
clicking.
so is that something we're going to do now, or is that something I should do back at 1 o'clock?
No, I'm staying on.
Okay.
I'm going to sip my coffee and I'm staying on.
Make me some coffee.
Okay. Question number 1. Heather, go ahead.
So I have the Bitmoji app. I'm all set with that. I don't know how to get it onto my computer.
Onto your,
Well, like I have it on my phone, but I don't know how to get it onto my computer so I can put it onto. Does that make sense?
yes. Do you have to get the Chrome extension for the Bitmoji.
All right.
It's called Chrome extension. Just Google it.
Okay.
You can just Google Chrome extension Bitmoji.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
And then you gotta connect your account, your Bitmoji account, to Chrome. Make sure your Chrome, this is one of my problems that I figured out. Make sure your Chrome account is linked to your Wareham account.
Okay. Oh my God.
Don't take your time. So
So it needs to be hooked up to the Wareham, you said?
Yes. if anybody has another account open, this was my problem. This is why I couldn't upload anything. If you have like another Gmail personal account open, close that account.
Okay.
Close that other account. Because my computer didn't know who was talking to who.
And
So
Carol, I just dropped a link in the chat for a nice tutorial about making your Bitmoji on your phone and adding it to your Bitmoji Classroom also.
Awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the Zoom because it's so hard for me to do it while I'm on it, and I'm gonna just play around with it. And then if I can't do it, I'll just reach back out.
All right,
Sounds
you can just
good.
email one of us.
Yep, and there'll be a Zoom at 1 o'clock too.
All right,
I
awesome.
think
All
the
right, thank you
tricky
so
thing
much.
is, the tricky thing is if you have a personal email attached to your laptop, then you're trying to do your school email with your Bitmoji. Is that how it gets tricky?
Well,
yes,
I would log out of that account. Log out of that personal account so it's closed. I like your purple. That's very beautiful. I'm gonna put a little flower.
Laura, can you change the screen settings? I can share my screen and show people. Because you're the host.
I would be glad to. Is that in security?
I don't know. We haven't had our Zoom class
Just click on participants.
Try it now, Michelle. Can you try it now, Michelle?
Michelle who?
Yeah.
Michelle Spellman.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So
how did you do that?
I know.
Wow.
Don't ask me. I have no idea. But if you are up here, Michelle Sampson, see, that's me.
Where? What are you touching? Over there. Okay.
So I'm touching my face, so I know what account I'm in. So when I click that, I gotta move you guys over here. Make sure you're in your Wareham K-12 account.
Okay, hold on. So I got to go to the extension thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to click on my icon where
Yeah.
it's your picture.
Yep.
Okay.
Just make sure it's you in Wareham K-12. I had this problem as well.
It is. It's me.
Okay, great. So you want to go, so get to this page. So here's
I'm at that page.
Okay. So you may need to, if you don't know your password that you originally set up with your Bitmoji account on your phone, you're going to have to. You do know that? Okay. I had to go in and reset mine. So someone help. Where do we go from here? Carol, you want to jump in?
Is it just me and you?
Nope. I just have my screen up if someone wants to jump in to help. So you want to, I think you want to go Bitmoji Chrome extension.
Sorry, I get some coffee.
Click on listening.
And then see right here?
Yeah.
Add Bitmoji Chrome extension. I've already done it, so it's not highlighted. So you want to click there.
Okay, so I clicked there and see at the top of yours, mine says that too. It says remove from Chrome.
So that means you already have it.
But where is it?
Okay, now watch me.
Okay.
So come up here to this toolbar.
Yes.
Mine did not appear there either. Click on this plus sign.
Okay, so my toolbar doesn't look like that. That's the problem.
Okay.
This, I'll show, can how do I show you? Oh, I can turn this around and show you my toolbar.
There we go.
Can you see my toolbar? See?
I can't, but maybe someone else can.
It says M for Michelle. There's a star. There's extensions. Should I click on that?
Click on extensions, yes.
Oh, okay, so then I touch Bitmoji?
Yes, and that will pin it. That's what I said earlier that I couldn't find. Yay, there it is.
Okay. So now I just pick one, or is it done? I'm done?
So now your little television, green television should be up there so you can go on at any time.
Okay, how do I get it to stay there? Because it won't, how do I make it stay? Like when I unclicked it, it came off. How do I make it stick?
Okay, so go back to your extensions.
Yeah.
Where you found it. And there's, see, I don't have anything. For some reason, mine's not. Oops. And it should say maybe a little pin, you know, a little push pin next to it. It'll say pin it.
Oh, okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah. No, but oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, there's the pin.
Okay, so click on the pin.
I did it. Oh my God. I did. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
it should stay there. So when you click on it, you'll be able to take one of your, and you don't have to copy and paste them. Once you have your, let's see, let me open up my, nope.
I just created it this morning, and this morning I had gray hair or white hair.
I'm sharing
I
all kinds
changed
of
it to
stuff
brown
today,
hair. I can't decide, but
Laura.
Yes.
Did you share your classroom? I'm still fixated on your little computer.
Yes, it's all in that VC shared resource folder that I shared with you.
Let's go back to that now.
So Michelle, when you, or anyone else, so my classroom should be popping up. Oh, no, that's my, sorry.
Can I ask one more question before you guys get into this? So once all of that is set, like Michelle, I was watching how you put like with the plus bar and the little green with the green TV. So once you pin it and once it's up, I would and I'm in my Google Classroom. Is there like an insert? Hold on a second.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, you're showing me now. Okay.
So watch my screen. I just had to get to my right. So this is my, that I'm going to turn into my landing pad.
I love your classroom, Michelle. It's beautiful.
Thank you. So it's a work in progress. So you're going to go to the Bitmoji.
I don't know. I think it's that tag.
And you're going to grab another. And I'm going to drag it right in. I'm going to sit on my dog's back. And there I am. And I'm going to resize myself. So you can go, you can do sitting. So I'm going to make it so I'm sitting on Abby's back. Now I love how Laura told us how to get rid of the huge box by doing this. That was, yep, that was perfect to make that smaller. So there's not so much overlap with other things. And there I am sitting on Abby's back. So you can just pop yourself into anywhere. And you don't have to cut and paste. I found I was doing that first. You could just drag it right out of here and drag it on.
What are you working on, Michelle?
Adele.
Okay, because I'm on a MacBook and I have to copy and paste, I found most of the time.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I could just drag mine right onto my screen from there. And then just resize. Does that help? Anyone who?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to delete me on there.
Look at all your rooms, Michelle. That's awesome.
Oh, can you see them? I can't. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we can.
They look beautiful. They're so colorful.
It does look great.
So
yeah,
I wanted to keep it super simple with just the plain background. So another thing I did, instead of Laura had all those fancy rooms, but I just found a floor that I liked. And then when I made a page, so I'll make a, oh shoot, well, if I make a new slide, how do I delete that? How do I delete that? How do I delete that, Laura?
The box, click on the corner.
Yeah, and then just hit delete.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Or you can do it that way.
I had a brain cramp.
So it's easy to get brain cramps here.
Yeah. Whoops. See, I missed again.
So Laura, when we do this, when we do the virtual classroom, we're using the slides, Google Slides?
Yes, to build a virtual classroom, we use Google Slides. But to make your landing page, you don't have to do this. You can make it simpler if this is too confusing. And Modern Teacher goes through the whole thing of the landing page. Making it a Bitmoji Classroom is just one way of doing your landing page if you want to. And that's in Google Slides and then shared to a site is what I recommend, but you can do a PDF.
So I chose this super simple one right here.
Uh-huh.
Because I like the wooden floor.
Just like at school.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. And then I inserted, let's see, I inserted a shape. Then I went to shape, and I got this tip on my Facebook thing. I picked the rectangle, and I made the rectangle as big as the wall to change the color. And then I went to color. Is that right? No, color.
The paint bucket. Paint bucket.
Where is
That's
it?
just text.
And then now I want to make this wall purple. So now I have a purple wall. So each one of my classrooms, one's green, one's lavender, one's actually centers, I guess. But I wanted them all to look the same.
Right.
So,
I think
so the kids could use color. If they didn't know, they'll associate my library as green. If they can't read the word library, I can say, go to the green wall.
Yeah.
They know my math classes.
I like that. And you could take a screenshot of this room with the purple wall and then embed that use that screenshot as your background. And that way you don't have to worry about losing objects behind the purple rectangle. That way
how do you do a screenshot? That you make it sound so easy.
Well, it depends what you're using. I'm on a MacBook, and for me to do a screenshot, it's Control Butterfly 4. But different devices, different. What are you on a MacBook?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Control Butterfly 4. Oh, I can't. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, you want me to stop?
No,
so
that's no, that's all right. It's hard to see when you do Control Butterfly 4 and then use your mouse. You'll get a little crosshairs with your mouse, and you can drag it to take a picture of anything you want. And I use that all the time.
So why are you saying that's a good thing to do?
I'm saying it's a good thing to do just because then you don't have a rectangle that you could lose things behind. Because if you go to a range and you send something back, it'll disappear behind if you send it all the way to the back, it'll disappear behind your rectangle. Okay. And it just makes your layers a little trickier to work with to have big shapes on your background.
Okay.
Ms. Erin has a question about deleting those text boxes.
Okay.
On your page, how did you do that again?
All right, so go up to, nope, sorry. So right here, Erin, the T, text box, put it on the screen, open it and drag it. And then you can change the font here. I use Comic Sans. Whoops.
I think you have to highlight it.
Yeah. I use Comic Sans. You can make it bigger. And whoops. Whoops. And then just click on it again to find it.
You can use the letter A to change the color.
I can't hear you. Like
if you use the letter A, you can change the color.
Yeah, text color. So if you want it to look more like a chalkboard, so you can put the text box.
Lily, sorry, wait a minute.
No, that's
Let me
okay.
delete my family.
So here's my whiteboard on another screen, Erin. So my text box so I wrote right on the whiteboard that I put on there. So if I wanted to change it to a different color, so it looks like chalk color or whatever.
So like you know how they're like, so what happens is when I'm looking at my classroom, the text boxes are behind my walls. How do I get rid of those?
Yeah, you want to move the text boxes. Go to arrange up top and move your text boxes to the very front.
There you go.
Unless you need a link over them, and then you can put a transparent box on top of that if you want to make it a link thing.
So,
hey Laura, do you know how to set up breakout sessions so I can talk to separate groups?
No, I don't. I can try to figure it out.
Now I can stop screen share so you can, I just wanted to do that. Carol, I'm done.
On Zoom? Are you talking about on Zoom?
Yeah.
The breakout room?
Yeah.
Done. Carol, do you want to share
easy.
your screen now, Carol?
I don't have the capability because my system is so super old. So I can talk them through it.
Okay,
really.
You can go ahead and talk us through it now if you want, because I would like to hear what you have to say too.
All right, Carol, go ahead. Carol Spinard has a question. Because I can't set up a separate Zoom because I'm on the Zoom, so it won't let me do it.
Okay, so I'm copying my code from the slide. I've highlighted my slide. I don't know if you want me to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing, but I go into the slide where I've created my Bitmoji room. The slide is highlighted. I go File, Publish to Web, Embed. I copy the link, and then I go into the slide page. Oh man, I logged out of it. And when I put the code into the slide page under embed, my Bitmoji Classroom never shows up. It's just a blank.
So everybody who's having trouble with that, pull up one of your Bitmoji page that you want to try. Make sure you're only in your Wayham account and close out every other account. Make sure you're using Chrome. That was one of my problems.
What does that mean, Carol, when you say using Chrome? What do you mean?
Well, versus, the old Firefox,
okay,
there were,
okay.
You remember Firefox and
yeah.
Internet Explorer?
I like Safari better, but Chrome is what we're using today. Okay.
It's just, they talk better to one another, to put it simply.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now, Carol, just one more question. Am I on the untitled site section or the slide section to do this?
You're on the slide. Go to your slide.
Go to my slide?
Go to your slide that you created.
Okay. It's blank. It's new, right? Okay.
Carol, I'll do it on my slide as you're talking.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So it's highlighted. Now highlight it again. See, okay, now get out of there for 1 second. Good. So everybody look at Michelle's slide number 1. See how you think it's highlighted? It's really not. Watch how she clicks it again. There's going to be like an orangey, there it is. See it, Carol?
Yeah, mine has that.
Now it's double highlighted. Okay. Now make sure your your web thing is open that we learned about, the sites org, the sites Google org thing. All right, now she's going to go to File. Publish to the web.
Where are we?
Down at the bottom, publish to the web. I swear, Carol, I had to do this 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Carol, you might have to unpublish. So she hasn't published it yet either. But mine kept saying unpublish because I did it so many times. I had to unpublish it before I did it again.
Oh, no, well, I'm published, but.
Right, she's already published.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she's going to click embed. Okay, and then she's got to grab that whole thing. If you click on it, she should do Control-C. All right, and so it's holding it. Now she has to go to her other sites.
Let's see.
Carol, do you have your sites open at the top? It's right here. It's like a blue square with. It's white.
Last tab on the right, I believe.
Yeah, it's up there at the top, Michelle.
Oh no, that's a calendar. That's a calendar, isn't it? Never mind.
It's a, you see, I see it almost at the top next to your YouTube.
Sorry, I didn't go to my site.
On mine, it is orange, but it won't open up that section that says publish to the web. That's not highlighted. It's like distant.
That's weird.
You went to file and all the way down?
I went to, I clicked on it, so it's orange.
Go away.
Then I went to file and I'm on.
It's right there, Michelle. If you just go down one.
It's.
Michelle Skolnick. Yeah, there you are. Perfect.
It's, sorry.
That's all right. And then she has to hit blank.
So Michelle Sampson, if you go to that file and you scroll all the way down, publish to the web is there, but it's not highlighted, so you can click on it?
Correct. I can't click on it because it's light gray instead of dark bold.
That's frustrating. I'm not sure why that would be.
Because I'm on this section of my computer. This is.
I can't see that. I'm sorry.
You can't see that?
Well, I see light reflecting off your screen.
Oh, sorry. It's the landing, what to put on your landing page. So.
Oh, yeah, you need to go to your own site, not my site. You have to go to the site you created where you put a background and a couch or whatever you put in your picture. In your virtual classroom you started this morning.
Yeah, that one. You want me to find that one?
Find that one. That's what I want you to do, Michelle. If you find that one, you'll do a much better job of getting its embed code.
All right, let's go back to Carol. She's been really patient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go back to Carol. I'll find that and I'll get back to you guys.
All right, Carol, do you have this?
Yes, I've copied that.
Okay.
And it copied, okay.
Now
now I'm going to go over to my site.
Yeah.
So how about if I did this?
And now, does your site look like that? You might have a title in it already.
So I put my screen so you can see it. And then I go over to embed code, and I paste it.
Where's the embed?
It's the yellow 2 arrows going in opposite directions. Down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Warmer. And then
embed code.
Control V. And then next.
Are you with me, Carol?
Yeah, and then nothing happens.
So do you have a is your next blue?
Yeah, I clicked next and my page doesn't come up.
Okay.
Then click insert, right?
Huh?
It won't. No, insert won't be available to her if it doesn't come up.
Right. See, mine came up. So
let me ask you a question. The title, Michelle's title says practice. Okay. Is your title that you gave yourself at the top the same as the title of your slide?
Yes.
Change it. That was one of my problems too.
So when you say change it, you mean go up here?
Yeah, and just give it a different name. Yeah, Michelle's awesome.
Okay.
So that was one of the problems that I had. I titled it the same thing, and so maybe that was why I was screwing up too.
All right, so now go all the way back to the beginning and recopy and everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Delete it, and you're gonna have to stop publishing again back on your slide.
Okay. File. Then I hit the yellow publish. No.
No.
So now when I hit embed, there's no link.
Make sure you stop. Did you stop publishing?
I did, because that's why this yellow button says publish. Do I have to unpublish here?
Yeah. Stop publishing is at the okay. Yay!
No, that's mine. Oh, don't get too excited.
Awesome. Thank you, Carol.
No, don't get too excited. That's not my webpage. I had to go back. No, see, now the link's not coming up.
Not yet.
I don't have a code.
It takes a while to load sometimes.
Take a deep breath. This is awesome. You're halfway there. Okay. Now you have to publish. Hit that blue button that says publish.
I don't have a code to publish.
Not yet. It'll give you one.
Okay.
Hit that publish. Right? It's hard because I can't click anything.
Oh, shoot. So she got this far.
Yep. Thank you, Michelle. Yep. Thank you. And then hit the publish.
You like how my dogs race into the...
There's a lot of love in there. All right, now click the publish just so Carol can see it. Thanks. Okay, so Carol, are you there where it says publish your site?
I'm waiting for a link. I don't have a code to copy yet. When I go to, I'll show you. I just logged out of my Bitmoji Classroom and I'm logging back in. Maybe that'll bring the code. But so I'm back here. I click on here. I click on file. And now when I hit embed, I don't have a code.
What happened to you?
Huh?
What happened to your Google site, your website?
Yeah, you guys are celebrating too early. I told you don't celebrate because I went back to my Bitmoji Classroom.
Oh no, don't worry about that. Let that sit there.
I don't know why you don't have an embed code, Carol. That's really weird. And you're in the same account you created it with.
Yes.
Well, so I have a question too. So it publishes, but it doesn't publish the floor and the wall. It only puts in the Bitmoji and the chair.
And you're highlighting the yellow box on the left, not the floor and the wall when you go to get your embed code.
Correct.
That's really interesting.
Carol Spinard, show your screen again.
So this is my classroom.
All right, go to file again.
Maybe Carol should share her screen.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I go to publish to the web. And then when I click embed, there's nothing to embed.
But now hit that yellow button.
Publish.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's
there
where
it
you
is.
get your embed code. Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
There it is. So we'll try this one now.
That's their embed code, hon. You copy that and paste that in and you'll be there.
Well, I hope so. That's what I was doing last time.
Oh, I thought you couldn't get the code before.
No, I could get the code and I was doing everything and it, so let's see if it pops up. So see now I embedded it and I published it and it's not doing anything.
Can you share your screen with us so I can see it a little bigger and just follow along as you do that again?
You have to allow her, I think, to share.
I've allowed all participants to share.
Great, perfect.
Okay, let me.
I want to share my screen after.
Okay. We just have to be sure. I need to email an invite to Zoom, and I can't create a new Zoom while we're all here, so I don't quite know.
Yeah, neither. That's what I was trying to do.
Ah.
All right, I'm going to log off this Zoom, and because I'm on the two, can I be on two at once?
Two Zooms?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Carol, share your screen.
I'm trying, but I'm on my desktop and I'm on this Zoom, so
oh yeah, you're zooming on a different device. I'm sorry, that's why it's confusing, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to open Zoom on the one I'm using my editing on. So
okay. I'm trying to create the 1 o'clock meeting because I need to get this invite out, and if I disconnect everybody, I'm really sorry. And Carol Welburn, you can send an invite to everybody if I disconnect, okay?
Can you make me an administrator? The host?
I'll send an invite to at 12:15.
If I cut everybody off, I'll try. I'm hoping I won't. We'll see if I can set up a new meeting.
And if you didn't get the invite, then share it with others. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wait, are we definitely leaving, or we're just seeing if I can do this?
Well, she set up a, did you set up a 12:15?
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
I think she's gone. I think she's setting up for 12:15. So maybe I should just end this meeting, and you'll get an invite for Carol for 12:15 and an invite from me for 1.
Okay.
No, don't go, Laura. Don't go.
She probably wants lunch, the bathroom, something.
Look, just one question, Laura.
Yes.
You made us go to the sites thing. And that's where it says embed a code. But when I go to slides, I don't know where the embedded thing is.
That's not in the slides. The sites is a different place. Are you trying to get your embed code or figuring out where to paste your embed code?
I'm trying to figure out how to copy things from what you're offering us onto something so I can play with it.
That's different.
That's different than putting it in sites. So there's one thing that's about building your classroom, and there's another thing that's about putting the classroom on a website. So if you're talking about how to get things so you can play with them and put them into your slides so that you can copy and paste, is that what you're asking to do?
Yeah, I just want to play with it, but I want to take something that's already been created that won't ruin it.
Yeah.
But I want to do that.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen and show you how to do that, okay? And that has nothing to do with the embed codes, okay? That's part of what's getting confusing, is it's not about embed codes.
Okay.
So Michelle, let's see. Oh, what a mess this is. Sorry. So say you look at this and you say, okay, I really want to get this little tent and I want to paste that tent in my slide. Or maybe there's a bunch of things on this slide I want. If I just want the tent, I'll highlight it so it has a blue box around it. And then I'll copy Control-C or butterfly-C. And then I'll go to the document where I want to put it. And I'll do butterfly-V to paste it. And it should pop up.
Maybe it's because I'm doing Control. I have to touch Command.
Command. Mine is Command, but you know, it depends what you're using. I'm on a MacBook, so mine is
too.
Okay, so yours is probably Command, but it didn't work, so I don't know why. Let's see. Command
it didn't work.
Command V. There it is. So I didn't copy the actual picture. I copied the link that I made an invisible box of, but it basically did copy and paste. If I wanted to, if there was lots of stuff and I thought, I really like this map, I want to make my playlist a map, I want to copy the whole map to start with, I can make it so it has the orange yellow box around it and click so that it's lit up yellow over there, and then I butterfly-C the whole thing. And now I've got the whole page, and I can go over here and make sure this box is yellow and I'm clicked over here and butterfly-V, and it's going to insert the whole page. And I want to keep the original style so I have the background with it and everything. And then I can use this and I can move things around and do whatever I want with them.
So Laura, I did the same thing with the technology computer on your, to put it onto my slide. And it only took the link. It did not take the computer, just like what happened to you.
Okay, so then you want to make sure you go back and click on Arrange and group those objects. Highlight them all on the original slide and group them, and then you should be able to get them all together.
Arrange and group.
Yep.
It's because you want to capture the picture, the link,
the text
and everything
box.
else all together. Perfect.
Arrange. Okay, we should probably get off so that Carol, because Carol Welburn wants to send her invite. And does that sound okay?
Excellent.
I can't hear you, Michelle.
I did it. I did it.
Yay! Good. Excellent.
Thank you so much. We'll see you at 1.
All right. I'll see you at 1, if not earlier, with Carol. If I can
thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad everybody made it.